There are two aims I want to achieve tonight. One is that people go away feeling that they have listened and learnt from other people with similar feelings, and that in fact they'd like to, as it were, not necessarily create an institution, but create a network, but come together in a place and exchange these feelings again and begin to build a body of knowledge and experience which will help people.
And as I am meeting people now and aware of the subject matter, I feel quite privileged to be part of it. I have no idea what my contribution will be than to serve people starting to speak about it, and I think there's a real sense of anticipation because nobody knows what's going to happen. I think the outcome will be that people will leave the evening having had a meaningful experience. By that, either speaking themselves when they might not have done, listening to somebody else where they make a connection, they go away not feeling alone. And I'm sure that's going to happen.
That it's only by talking about suicide, it's only by talking about mental health that we start finding a way of finding a remedy. And it's one of the last ever meaningful health taboos. And it's time to shine a light on it. And by shining a light on it, we start talking about it, we start talking about remedy, we start talking about personal stories. We then, as a community, hopefully collectively find a solution for it. And if I can be a very tiny, small part of this extraordinary process that you've begun, I think that's really important, and I'm privileged to be here to be part of it. So this is a process of turning up the volume, it seems to me, on an issue which has been too quiet for too long.
I think it's of paramount importance, and I've conveyed this to yourself and in the interviews that I've had before, that opening up this whole topic of discussion, I think it is imperative, not just for people who have mental health issues or maybe walking the walks that I have been down and many others, but also for those who are bereaved by suicide, who may be able to answer certain questions that they'll perpetually ask themselves, and furthermore for the wider population. There's just a distinct lack of understanding and there's little appetite to get into this conversation because people feel awkward about it. It would definitely be that people feel like they've been given the permission to open up about not only how they feel, but to also engage with someone else without that being accusatory or judgmental. Just the freedom to discuss your state of mind, your mental well-being, just as easily as we discuss the weather outside.